This is Wellcomer's 30 by 20 foot inflatable nightclub or room or theater, whatever it is you want to use it for. This thing is really cool. Now you're going to get two boxes. You're going to get the big box, of course, is the inflatable unit itself. And you're going to get this 1100 watt blower, which is going to be enough to blow this ginormous room up. So I'm going to take this out of the box. I'm going to show you how to set it up. Okay, now looking at the blower here, this does have a handle on it. On the very back, it has your on and off switch there, and of course the cable to it. Now there's also little spikes or anchors that go into the base of this here. So if you're in grass or someplace and you need it more stable, you just put those right on in. So with the inflatable nightclub, you're going to get all these different anchors here. You're going to get the metal spikes and also some plastic ones, and you're going to get these bags, which you can use for sand or rock. So if you don't have a way of anchoring down into like grass or something, you can put a bunch of sand into these and use that to help keep this thing down. You're going to get a repair kit, so you get some patches here and some thread. And I'm going to show you the details of this after we inflate it. The type of fabric that it uses is pretty nice. And you're going to get a whole bunch of rope because there's actually D-rings on the outside of this, so you can rope it down and anchor this down to the ground as well. And of course, you got a user manual that tells you all about it. Now the inflatable nightclub here does come in its own little carry bag. So once you get this out, you'll fold it back up and put it back in. Now it does come all cellophane wrapped like this, nice and good and tight. I'm gonna open it up and we're gonna set this up. Okay, I have all the packaging off of this thing, and a couple notes real quick is you do need to have a large location for this. Now we have a huge driveway going on right here, but remember this is a 30 by 20 feet, so you do need a large and hopefully flat location for this to go on. I do have the blower set up here. I have it plugged in, going to be plugged in, ready to go. We're going to unfold this. Now what you're going to have to do is you have to make sure that the back side where the blower tubes are towards where your blower is going to be, and then the entrance is going to be on the opposite end. So we're going to unfold this, and you have to kind of figure out which direction it is, so we might be moving it around. I'm going to put this on a time lapse so you can see us undo this. My wife is going to help me with this because it is a little bit heavy, and so let's get started and unroll this. Okay, now we have it all unfolded. This is the tube that goes to the blower, so you want to make sure you find that. Now there's also these little vents. Now to blow this up, we're going to have to make sure these vents are closed. So I'm going to take the zipper, I'm going to find the zipper, and we're going to close these vents. Now when you deflate them, you want to open them up, but we're going to close those vents for now on this side and as well as the other side. Now there's also instructions printed right here too. Okay, now on the other corner, there is another tube. Now it's inside this little Velcro thing because we only have one blower and it's all you really need. But if you have two blowers, you can put the other blower on this tube here. And then there's going to be also another one of these zippers that we're going to have to close up to inflate because you don't want the air coming out. You want it going in. Just like that. Take this. Fold it in a little pocket and Velcro it closed. Okay, now to attach the tube to your blower, it does have these little ties on it. So we're going to just slip this around your entrance, your exit for that. Close it in and tie it up. And then we're ready to turn this on and inflate the nightclub. Okay, a couple more notes here is you do want to make sure that the top is up because sometimes when you unroll these things, you can have it upside down. You don't want that. Now, a way to tell is there's a handle here and also your D-rings are on the outside for anchoring it down. So now this is all set up. You see how big this thing is? We're going to go ahead and turn this on and inflate this up. We'll see how long it takes. Okay, as you can see, it didn't take very long at all to get this thing inflated. Now, remember, this thing is huge. It's a 30 foot by 20 foot, and it's 13 feet tall. Now, you can also use this as various things. So it's not just a nightclub, it's an event tent. It can be an indoor theater, and I'm actually going to show you how to do all that as well with this. But let's take a closer look at all the different parts to it, because we got windows, we got emergency escape doors, and the nice little front door here too. So let's take a closer look. Okay, starting here at the front, you do have a door. Now, this is a Velcro door situation here. So we're going to open this up. Very good, tough Velcro. Okay, so now you can do a couple things. You can leave this kind of open, hanging like this. It's going to kind of attract itself to the Velcro, but it makes a nice little secret door kind of thing. But the other thing you can do is roll it up and attach it to up here. So I'm going to do that. There you go. So it stays up just like that. Okay, now I don't know if you can tell or not because it's way up there, but up on top, there's actually little latches, little loops that you can actually hang a custom banner. If you want to make a custom banner for this, you can hang it up right up there. On the sides, there's actually two of them, one on this side, one on that side. There's actually another escape hatch here. Now, it does have an orange thing so you can get to it and see it very easily in the dark. And we can pull this up. And you have an escape hatch, and we should be able to roll this up and leave it up in the up position to give a lot of airflow as well. So now we have two windows on this side, and they are pretty high. So if you wanted to roll those up before you inflated this all the way, that would be a good thing. Or get your ladder to open those up. I'm gonna have to get the ladder out to open those up there. Now, I don't know if you can still hear the blower, but you have to keep the blower on to keep this thing inflated. So that has to be on at all times. So it is a little bit loud. If you're in an area, just be aware of the noise that it may produce. Now, you can't turn it off and have this thing stay up for very long. It will go down. You do have to leave the blower up on at all times. Okay, now there's also accesses down at the bottom. There's two of them here with these little Velcro. So this one here, you can actually run your power cables in to hook up all your equipment. You can put your smoke machines, all that kind of stuff right on through here. Okay, now we're gonna take a look inside. Now it's really dark in here, so I'm gonna try to bring some lights in so we can see all the things that are available inside this inflatable event space, nightclub, theater, whatever you want. Now, above the exits that I was showing you before from the outside, they actually have the exit sign up here in bright yellow so people can find and easily get out if they need to. Now, it's going to be hard to see because these are 13-foot ceilings, but there is little bits of a little white tabs. I'll try to point it out here on the video for you. Those are little hooks, so you can hook up lights and you can hook up all kinds of things up there. There's one at the very top of the ceiling where I'm going to be putting up a disco ball to show you, but this thing is huge inside. As you can see, this thing is very big inside. Now, it's rated to hold between 25 to 30 people standing and dancing and that kind of stuff, but you can do much more than that. You can actually put in tables and chairs and use it like a banquet. You can do a little casino night kind of thing in here. I think that'd be really fun. There's so many options you can do with this. A couple of things to note is there's no floor to this inflatable venue. You do need to provide your own floor, or it's like now I'm on a big driveway, which is concrete, which is perfectly fine. You can put this on grass, which is also good. Now, if your grass is wet and muddy, you might want to put something down, or you can get a large tarp and put that down, or put in a portable dance floor or things like that. So again, there's no floor to this at all, but you don't really need one. This has commercial grade 210D Oxford cloth with double stitching. And another thing is you don't want to use this in snow or high winds or rain, that kind of thing, because this is like a balloon and it can take off. Again, you want to anchor it down just in case as well. Okay, I just wanted to show you that this is the rings that they have to support with the anchors. So you want to make sure these are all anchored into the ground if you have grass or dirt where you can do that from. Okay, I had this all set up as a theater. Let's go check it out. Now I had this set up as a nightclub, so I don't know if you can see the fog coming out. It's super bright out here, as you can tell, but when you get inside, it's nice and dark. Got the fog going, got the lights on, got the music on. Let's go take a look. Okay, as you see, this can be a really, really cool disco as well. A couple little special notes. All the hooks up at the very top, they are just a fabric loop. You do need to have some kind of a hook. I used carabiners to mount up my little laser lights up there, and also the disco ball up here behind me. So they are loops. Again, you're going to need a very tall ladder. That is 13 feet up in the air to get to. If you'd like to try to inflate this part way, get in there and connect everything and hang it up. That also might be another way to do it if you don't have a super long ladder. We do get asked if it gets hot in here, and yes, it can. It is bright sunlight out, and it's one of the hottest days of the year here where we are. But if you open up all the windows, you can get some breeze in, and also I have a portable air conditioner in here that does help a little bit. Okay, when the party's over, you have to take this thing down. Now we got all the lights out, everything out of here, and we are going to deflate this room. What we're going to do is turn the blower off, open up the vents. I'm going to show you those here, and we're going to let it deflate kind of on its own. Now it's going to get to a certain point where you're going to have to, as you're folding it, kind of squeeze the air out of it. There's also, we're going to try something different too, because we have the disco ball up and some lights that are super, super, super tall. And instead of bringing that big old ladder in here to get there, we're going to let the roof come down a little bit and unhook them that direction. So we're going to see how that works. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing taken down. I just turned off the blower. Now I'm going to go ahead and untie this. So now you can take and move the blower out completely. Now there's a little bit of air coming out of this, but it's not nearly enough. Okay, then we have to open up these zipper pockets here to let the air out. I'm going to let them out on both sides. Now the key to getting this all back together is to make sure all the air is out. You're going to see we're going to fold this various of different ways, as well as try to get the air out. We do the old-fashioned person roll to get this out. You can kneel on it, you can step on it, you can roll on it to get all the air out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to show you how we fold this all up and get the air out now.